London's supposed to be the place to see the sights. You can spend a lifetime there looking, for nothing. Though, mark you, half the things you'll see go on in any big town. Of course, London's got some things that nowhere else has, like changing the guard at Buckingham Palace. Once, you used to be on top of the guards on the pavement. Then one of the onlookers got stepped on, so now they've got them safely behind bars. The onlookers, of course. Pop down the road to the horse guards. They get changed every day as well, regular as the sea lions are fed in the zoo. Only here, there's no gate money. If you hit on the right day for strolling down the Mall, you'll meet the royal procession coming back from Trooping the Colour. Now there's a sight for sore eyes. But you'll really have sore eyes if you spend too long looking for the next sight, the flypast that goes with it. Here's another hardy annual, the Lord Mayor's Show. Now that they hold it on Saturday, there's not so much traffic to get jammed up. They always used to say it was the best day of the year for pickpockets, but now you've been warned, there's no need for you to be out of pocket. Leicester Square is the heart of the entertainment world. There are some good shows outside the cinemas as well, so you might get 2 shows for the price of 1. Perhaps you're artistically inclined. Well, there's always a free exhibition on somewhere. And if you get tired of looking at the pictures, you can always look at the artists. Now here's an artist who's known to some of the greatest art experts in the world. They pass him on their way to the rival show at the National Gallery. Music, art, how about a free course in engineering? However many lines they close down, you're never far from a railway in this country. It's a mystery what train spotters do with all those numbers once they've got them in their little books, but they seem to get a big kick out of it. Motor racing's an expensive sport, but for free, you can watch the finest speedways in the country. For thrills at top speed, try getting on a bridge across one of the motorways. Watching people watching is another sport. You might think this was a standstill motor race or a new kind of sit-down protest. In fact, they're watching the gliders. So much safer than actually going up there, they think. While the flyer thinks how lucky he is to be safe, far from the traffic. Not to mention the petrol fumes. Here's another way to enjoy the thrill of flying without risking life and limb. Something you'll never see in London is the Manchester Whit Week Walks. Each religious denomination has its own day to tour the city, so don't choose that week to drive through the heart of Manchester. It's a great time for the kids and grown-ups alike. Some of the spectators may be parents. No doubt lots of them are casting their minds back to the time when they were young and walked in Whit Week. Manchester has a big foreign population, and many refugees who were forbidden to practice their religion in their own country enjoy the freedom to keep up their national customs and costumes. Ships that pass in the day. There's a wonderful sight for you, anywhere near the sea. Whether it's a liner like the Edinburgh Castle or a little tug busying its way around, they're all fascinating. And as the liner passes, you can have a free luxury cruise in your imagination. Or you can start reckoning up what cargo's coming in on a ship like the SS America. Of course, the best thing to watch for nothing is other people working. Now that's a real pleasure. And once a ship's tied up, you'll see the stevedores getting to work. Now what's going on here? Well, if Mum asked them to come into the kitchen and watch her frying bacon and eggs, they'd think she was off her rocker. Shopping can cost a lot, but you can pick up many a bargain in your mind when the shops are closed. What could be nicer in fine weather than to take a look at the weather? Stand outside the weather shop just below the Air Ministry roof and make your plans for tomorrow. Let's hope you'll get better weather than this if you're going to a van horse parade. They used to happen in every big city. It's sad to see them going out, except for the street cleaners. It takes all sorts to make a holiday crowd. In London, you'll find the carriage folk cheek by jowl with the Pearlies. Care for animals? No need to go to the zoo. In pet shops nowadays, you'll find animals of every description. You can stand and watch for hours without spending anything. If you're more of a kennel club type, there's always the more ritzy type of shop. And it's not only humans who come to see four-footed friends. Anybody making a hole in the ground is a surefire draw wherever you are. The bigger the hole, the better the looking. In the old days, they used to put up dirty grate fences and you had to peek through the cracks. It's all much easier nowadays with covered platforms for visitors. And the funny thing is, as soon as a building starts to take shape, nobody could care less. The hole's the thing. When you've spent a hard day watching other people work, there's one final sight you'll never forget. All those full-up buses going past without room for anyone.